Okay. You basically lost 2 cards instead of 1, so I don't see the value there. Alright, there's no way you top decked an Embercleave, right? Sorry, I took a nap. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. In today's video, we have a Mardu deck for you, but this one's going to be a little bit different than Mardu Knights or Mardu Control. We're looking at Mardu Giants Tribal, and I know we did a Boros Giants Tribal not too long ago. It was a lot of fun if you guys want to go back and check that one out, but we went ahead and did a Mardu version of it so that we could run the Kroxa Titan of Death's Hunger in this deck, and this deck is a lot of fun to play, and there's a lot of cool tools coming to this deck from Kaldheim, and that's why we wanted to revisit this deck so we can actually see what maybe we can kind of build off of when Kaldheim hits. So I'm really excited to show you guys this deck and go over it. But before we go over the cards that we run in the deck and then get into the gameplay footage, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so. It's a free way to support the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. And there are some links in the description below to our Twitch channel and things like our social media, so if you want to go ahead and give those a follow, I'd be grateful. We do go live every single Wednesday on Twitch, so be sure to check that out. Let's jump right into the deck. All right, so like I said, I really wanted to make another Giants deck, and I seeing that Kroxa is a Giant, I really wanted to try to revolve it around Kroxa. There's not a whole lot of graveyard synergy to bring Kroxa back with. We were hoping to, that happens naturally in this deck, and just being able to pull Kroxa back, during late game maybe. But there's a lot of Giant synergy that goes on here. The main one being that the Realm-Cloaked Giant. This one right here is going to be our sweeper in the deck. The Realm-Cloaked Giant destroys all non-giant creatures, which is great because every single creature we run is in fact a giant. So if we have a board filled with giants and our creature, or we're being overran by, like, let's say, I don't know, Gruul, mono red, things like that, things that go fast, the Realm-Cloaked Giant sweeps the board, and we actually still keep all of our creatures intact, which is a very, very, very powerful board, board sweep, if I do say so myself. It has vigilance. It's a 7/7 on the other side of it. It's an adventure creature, so you get to do the spell as well as get the creature on top of that. And then another one of our key giants here is the Tectonic Giant. This one can do a lot of really cool things. So basically, whenever this creature is targeted or attacks, it can do one of 2 options here. You can actually deal 3 damage straight to your opponent's face, or you can exile the top 2 cards of your library, look at them, choose one of them, and then until the end of your next turn you get to play them. So a little bit of card advantage, which is really cool. It goes actually quite a bit of a long way, and this is a 4-drop in 3/4 toughness. So 4 toughness makes it really hard to kill, especially in this meta. You see a lot of Bonecrusher Giants and whatnot, but this is a tough one to kill. So very strong, very powerful thing that does a lot of cool little tricks. But here is our main giant. This is the MVP giant of the deck, the Crystalline Giant. This card does some wild things. So you play this down for a 3 CMC, and it is a 3/3 creature. But what's great about this creature is that every time we begin our combat on our turn, it gets a random counter put on it, and it includes every single counter that you can think of. It's got Death Touch, Flying, First Strike. It's got everything. So every single turn, it's going to randomly generate one of these tokens and put it on your Crystalline Giant. The main one you're trying to hit first is Hexproof, obviously, so this doesn't get tampered with on the battlefield. If you get lucky enough to get Hexproof on the very first go around, then after that it just starts stacking up. You can get Lifelink, Menace, Flying. It can't be blocked, and then it has Vigilance, and then you gain life. This thing does some crazy things. If it gets Hexproof and they're not able to deal with it, it just runs away with the game very, very fast. So Crystalline Giant, super MVP of this deck. It got us most of our wins. And then into our next giant, we got Bonecrusher Giant, because it's obviously the best giant in the meta right now. It stomps for 2 on the adventure side. Very cheap cost to remove things off the battlefield, but it also is a 4/3 body that also deals damage if it's targeted as well. So Bonecrusher Giant's fantastic. And then of course we have Kroxa as our last giant here. It is a 6/6. Obviously, you know what Kroxa does. It makes your opponent discards cards and deals some damage along the way if they're discarding lands or if they don't have anything to discard. And then our removal spells are as follows. We have 3 Bloodchief's Thirst. This is just to deal with any sort of small creatures mostly, but if there are some pesky planeswalkers or bigger things, you can kick this down the road in the late game to take care of those as well. We have Elspeth's Nightmare, 3 of. Another great removal spell, but also does some really fun things on the back end. Being able to attack your opponent's hand and then exile their graveyard could be really good, especially in certain matchups. To exiling the graveyard could be extremely good. And then we have 3 Soul Sears, which is a very powerful removal spell that you don't see a whole lot of. It deals 5 damage instead of the typical 3 that you would see with like Scorching Dragonfire was popular for a while. And then Bonecrusher Giant obviously deals 2 damage, so excuse me, I'm recording this really late. It deals 2 damage, so Soul Sear can get those bigger, peskier creatures that you can't actually hit. I know I saved our butts, I think, with the Questing Beast one time, so Soul Sear pretty good here. And then our last removal / burn spell type stuff is Shredded Sails. We're running 2 of these. This is for Ember Cleaves, this is for Great Henges, and it also can cycle if you don't need it, which is really nice. And it also can deal damage to flyers, which is, you know, most rogues decks. And then we got 4 Mazemind Tomes just to keep this the card engine going and keeping the draws coming. And then 2 Shatterskull Smashings for removal. And then the lands are over here as follows. You can get a little funkier with the lands if you want, but this is about, you know, what I have here. It seems to be working okay. We haven't really gotten too messed up on the mana. We've struggled drawing into mana a little bit. Maybe adding a couple more would be good. We have 24, which I know is kind of on the low end, especially for us, but seems to be working out okay though. Nothing really too huge other than the Realm-Cloaked Giant. Everything else is relatively cheap, so don't really need a whole lot of lands. But that's it, guys. That's the deck in a nutshell. We're gonna jump into some gameplay footage. I hope you guys stick around to the end, and then we'll break it down and talk about maybe some things we would change in the future, what things we're excited to, to see, and what we could do with this when cow time hits. So stick around for that, and we'll see you at the end. Peace. All right, today we're gonna be playing some Mardu Giants. Mardu Giants. I'm excited. Cannot wait for Kaldheim bringing in some new giants, both frost and fire giants. Should help out the set. I'm sure they're gonna get a lot of cool cards, so thought we'd revisit it really quickly, and hopefully it goes well for us. Definitely I might want to qualify this one as jank. I would say so, but with the new giants, you never know. This could be pretty good. There's a lot of cool little things we could do with this deck though. Could be solid. We'll see. On the play against mono white. Could be good. We have removal, so we might be able to curve out pretty nicely here. No play from our opponent. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw down our Crystalline Giant then. We're just going to slam it, and hopefully we hit hexproof. Okay, first strike. Not bad. There are banishing tools they could have. Banishing Light. Apparition, I'm sure, could come down and hit this. But it's Hollow Blade. Alright, we got lucky. Selfless Savior. Alright. That's a target for our Elspeth Nightmare. We missed a land drop, so I'm going to go ahead and play the Shatterskull Smashing down. So we have first strike, so... Okay, well now they have Indestructible, so... Definitely don't want to attack. Menace. Now I do want to attack. Things change on the drop of a dime with the Crystalline Giant. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Alright. We have white, double white. So we do get to sweep the board with our giant if we end up pulling it, which is nice. Alright. Crawling Barrens. Yikes. Aspirant. Alright. It's the old 1-2, huh? The old Savior Aspirant combo. Aspirant. Man. Let's hope we hit something in their hand. Hopefully we hit a Sky Maul or something here. Please. Alright, we got something. That's good. Giant Killer could be a problem for us, so let's go ahead and just get rid of that now. And then we'll go ahead and stomp, and they're obviously going to sacrifice their Selfless Savior here, but we are going to aim for the Aspirant and hope they just forget, because you never know. I don't know what it is they're waiting on. I don't know how they're holding priority here either. I guess it's just with the Selfless Savior. So that's annoying. All right, now we stomp. Let's see what they do. They do sacrifice Selfless Savior, which we expected. Easy peasy, no problem. And we got Vigilance. That's really good. Okay. That's really good. We have no cards in our graveyard for the Kroxa, unfortunately, but that's fine. We still have First Strike. Alright, so they're willing to throw away their card in hand to get this 5 damage through, which I don't blame them. That's pretty solid. So, Soul Sear is going to be nice. Next turn, we could pop the Soul Sear here on our opponent. And those Soul Sear, we can tap down their Hollow Blade. Alright, give me Lifelink. That would be sweet. Trample. Not very helpful. The Aspirant will be able to get it, the Hollow Blade out of range from the Soul Sear pretty soon here. Just kind of stinks right now because we're not drawing a land, and so we're not able to actually play other things. We just got to kind of hold up for the Soul Sear here. Which is, I mean, it's okay. Hopefully they play something here. That way they don't have a choice but to discard the card in hand. I don't want them to have any options. I want the option to not exist for them. Alright, Soul Sear coming down for the Hollow Blade. What's your play? Because you can give indestructibility with Bodriket, and that's why we're going to go do this now. They allow it to die? Wow, that was actually really good for us. That was weird, guys. I don't know why they allowed that to die. This must be a really good card.
I will guard your advance.
It's a land. They didn't throw away a land to make that indestructible? What is going on right now? Alright, well, let's see what we get. Hopefully, Lifelink? What do we get? Reach. Is it Reach the new one I got? I think Reach is the new one we got. This is a... We have Vigilance, so let's go ahead and get in. And... we'll chump with the Bonecrusher, I think. Yeah. Would really like to pull a land so we could play the Bonecrusher and something like, I don't know, Mazemind Tome, start getting some card advantage. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so Aspirant's going to be a 5/5. But it doesn't have trample, so I'm not too concerned. We have chump blockers for it. And then the more we fill our graveyard, the more threatening Kroxa becomes. So... it is what it is, and eventually we will get Lifelink on the Giant, so just waiting for that. Waiting for that magical day. Bop, bop. Alright, it's a land, but it is a tap land, so I guess rinse repeat the last thing we did. Death Touch. Does us absolutely no good here. We do get to kill the boss Riquette because I think they keep forgetting to have Menace. I don't know. Don't want to play that. We really need another chump blocker. Keep doing the same thing here. The problem... oh, you know what? This is going to be a huge problem now because... actually, you know what? No longer is this a problem. Okay, our opponent's probably going to miss this because I just missed it. It really just dawned on me. We not only have First Strike, but we also have Death Touch. So we're fine. Our creature is basically going to kill anything that attacks. So we're good. And it's colorless. So the Alseid can give it, protection from a color, and it can go right past it without us touching it. But the Crystalline Giant is not one of those creatures. So watch, they're gonna run the Aspirant right into my Giant. I'm willing to actually bet on this. Ready? If they don't, they're really smart. They actually paying really close attention, which I respect. Let's see. They do see it. Wow. Okay, respect. Respect, respect. I can appreciate that. All right. Let's go here. I really didn't think they were gonna see it. That's wild. All right, let's go here. Hushbringer. Because that's the only thing that, you know, hurts us here is Hushbringer, because it has not only lifelink, but it has flying. I knew they were gonna get protection. It is what it is. We can only do what we can. And then I guess we go here and just start trying to get even more perks here. All right, we got lifelink, baby. Has menace. That's protection from black. Are they willing to make this trade? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send it. I'm willing to make that trade. All right, cool. That actually kind of jumped through the attack phase pretty quick. Were they not allowed to block this? I think they could have. They could have double blocked. Oh no. We do have reach though, right? Yeah, we have reach. Okay, they don't know we have reach. They don't know how. Oh, they have first strike now too though. Oh man, this is just becoming a bummer. One bummer after another. They leave it back because they will trade. Like, we will trade. Are they willing to trade? All right, if they stick that attack, now I'm really confused because the way they're acting with this tells me they know about the death touch. Apparently they don't though. I'm so confused. All right. Unfortunately, they did not know. I thought they would have. Yeah, see, they oopsed it. So they didn't know, which is weird. I thought for sure they knew. The way they've been playing the game. Because in case any of you are confused on what's going on, we have first strike and death touch. So we deal the very first amount of damage that's dealt in the combat. And the fact that we dealt damage at all makes us kill our opponent. All right, now we have flying. Get in for another 3. We gain another 3. So it's kind of confusing. I learned that back a little while ago. I misplayed something. This, you know, with that particular card. I don't think they knew we had reach. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But again, they left this card back, and that kind of indicates to me that they knew we were gonna trade. But then they just sent that Hushbringer right in. Pretty wild. This is getting a little bit out of hand though, how big it is. Can we kill it? Let's see. 3, 6. Okay, we can kill it now. We can kill it now. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll be seeing you. But they do have the Crawling Barrens to block with. Yeah, it still was not enough. We were gonna gain some more life there. Those Crystalline Giants, man, they can get out of hand quick. GG. All right, man. Giants, I'm telling you, Giants are pretty legitimate, man. We just beat mono white aggro, which is pretty strong deck. Yeah, man, Giants are pretty sweet, and they could do really cool things that we didn't even get to try out yet, like the sweep the board other than Giants, like with the Realm-Cloaked Giant here. Such a cool card. We'll keep this. We are what, on the play? I think we're on the play here. All right. It's another giant, but I don't think we need a 4-drop giant here without the mana. Do need another white source. We did get our white source, so now we are live for our Realm-Cloaked Giant, which is nice. And then we will throw down the Kroxa here. I think. Nah, we're gonna have to Soul Sear that. That's annoying. That is annoying. All right, let's go. Pass. Kroxa only helps the robber as well because the robber can start stealing from us. All right, not too scared of the Hellhounds. I know we got rid of one really quickly, but we're not too scared of it. They can get out of hand pretty quickly, but we do get a whole turn without worrying about them, so. Soul Sear handles that problem. Any more 1-drops? No. Okay. Alright, we got a Bonecrusher Giant, so that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. So if they play a land here, then we respond by stomping the Hellhound. There it is. Bop, we'll be seeing you. Bop, bop. Later, Hellhound. Alright, let's go, baby. We got a board cleared right now on a turn 3 against mono red, so that feels pretty good. We have the sweeper on the next turn if we hit a land, but don't really want to sweep the board against one creature. That's pretty solid. I'll keep that because we can actually kill this and then draw a card too, so that's a lot of value there. We did miss a land drop, but it is what it is. Let's hope they try to pump the Intimidator. That'd be great. The Intimidator can pump itself with its own ability, or they can obviously throw some stuff onto it, like Rimrock Knight. No Embercleave yet. 1 mana short. Sorry, we're recording this kind of late. Alright, they can still pump it. Let's wait until see if they pump it. You know what's funny is our Realm-Cloaked Giant doesn't actually sweep that giant. That's a little unfortunate. They don't pump it even with the 1 mana open, huh? Alright, to each their own, I guess. Draw a card. So let's start getting ahead of this game here. Oh, are you kidding me? That's fine. Guess we'll go here. We'll take 4. I'm okay with taking 4. As long as we hit our land drop here, we really better draw land off the top. I swear. I swear, Magic Arena, don't do this to me. Alright. We lose Scorching Dragonfire. Wow, they did me dirty, man. Come on. We never get land when we need it. Never. It's weird. It's weird, man. It's a conspiracy, brothers. Alright, well, that's annoying. There's no shot that we didn't draw another land. So annoying. We take 3 just to target the dang thing, and then I guess scrying's fine here. We gain life, we basically wash with the 4 there. Terror of the Peaks in this deck, man, that's gonna be really hard to deal with. That could be an Embercleave. No, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Honestly, we deserve not to be Embercleave there if you're gonna screw us on land the way you are. That's a land, thank goodness. How many cards have there been? 4, so Kroxa's not live yet. Guess we just matched their Bonecrusher and maybe hit him with another Kroxa here. Hopefully hitting something pretty significant. Let's go. Something good. If actually, no, not something good. If we hit something good, that means they have something better in their hand. That might not be a good thing to see something good. Okay. Seems like an odd thing to do. Okay. You basically lost 2 cards instead of 1, so I don't see the value there. Alright, there's no way you top decked an Embercleave, right? Sorry, I took a nap. There's no shot. There's no shot they just top decked that Embercleave, right? Am I tripping? And then we can't even sweep it. That's funny. That's actually kind of funny. By funny, I mean tragic, and I'm really upset. We lose. We just lose. That is so... That might be the most unfortunate thing I've ever been a part of. Ever. Oh my goodness gracious. Man, that about sums it up, huh? Magic the Gathering Arena. GG's, I guess. On to the next. Alright, we're gonna try to wash that one from our minds. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Good old Mono Red did what Mono Red does. Pulled an Ember Cleave out of their butt and won the game. That's about how it works every time, right? Alright, so opponent's on Teamer, and we have a sweet hand of Crystalline Giants, but we need a land. And what are the odds we hit a land? 1 in 10 million, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. I like those odds. I like those odds. No, I mean the real odds are like 1 in 2. But thank God we hit that. I was gonna go on a rant there, but we hit the land, so I'm gonna shut up now. Alright. Good old Kroxa. We doubled down on Kroxa, tripled down on the Crystalline Giants. And we doubled down on this Savai Triome. This shuffler is a little suspect. Little suspect. I can't lie. Alright, well at least we got two, actually we only got one sweeper, huh? We got one sweeper. I don't want them drawing cards. They're on 3 cards right now, so let's definitely keep them from drawing cards. I think that's pretty fair. And we get to hit their hand, which is awesome, because we're definitely going to hit something like a Henge or an Ultimatum. Alright, they're searching for some land. Which doesn't matter if I can steal the Ultimatum, but the odds of them actually getting a later Ultimatum too is very plausible. Alright, we did get it. We did end up hitting it, and let's see what we hit here with our Crystalline Giant. Hexproof? Okay, lifelink, I could take that. I honestly think that's probably the second best. Second best thing. They played a Spikefield Hazard, which means that's a card. Okay, it's another Beanstalk Giant. So now we know every card in their hand, which I'm very happy about, but still not looking super great for us. Because that's a giant, that's a giant. So sweepers are not looking so hot at the moment. I say we just try to get these things outrageously out of control here. Trample, first strike. Oh, first strike, huh? You don't say. You don't say. I knew it. Damn it. I was worried about that. Oh, they're gonna let it go. Alright, bet. I honestly would have not have liked that, because our giant definitely would have died. I would have taken their Bonecrusher with me, but they hit more land. They're probably gonna buy their Obosh here. No? Big giant it is. Okay. Man, we are just not looking so hot here, huh? Just run. Our giant tribal deck just keeps running into more giants, and then I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, seems pretty suspect. All right, let's go ahead and drop this down. Hopefully we get some death touchers here. Come on, death touch me one time. Ooh, flying. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Should we use it and just go over the top for 3 and take 8, 9, 10? Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. If we're racing, I'm gonna lose, but I say we get in there now, because they can't attack with the Bonecrusher. This has first strike, so we kill it. All right, that's a problem though. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't play it this turn. All right. Oh wow, they made the mistake. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, thanks for the 3 life. We'll take that. And then the sweeper looks a little better now. Definitely want to get that out of their hand. That's for sure, right? So they lose the Obosh. Okay, we're doing this. I think we're doing this thing, man. We do that, and now they're gonna have to top deck a 1/1, which is gonna be pretty hard to do. Death Touch. Oh my gosh, let's go. This has Menace, Lifelink. Oh my god. Talk dirty to me, game. Let's go. They top deck another Beanstalk Giant. Not a problem for us. Not a problem at all. Couple Love Struck Beasts. Easy sweep for us. Are they serious? Do they not see what's happening here? I don't think they see what's happening here. Alright. Sweep the board. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg. Those Shatterskull Smashing's not killing any giants, so let's just do that. Get in there. And then we're going over the top, and this one has Menace, right? It sure does, so good game, sir. G to the G's. Crystalline Giants, man. Super OP, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. GG. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can't grab one more dub with these Mardu Giants before I go off to bed here. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning here. Ay, ay, ay. Losing my voice too. All right, we can keep this. We don't have anything we can't play. Not the most ideal land situation, but again, not much we can't play. So it's an Eidolon. Oh boy, oh boy, we're gonna get rid of that. That can be problematic. They can be drawing some serious cardage right there with that card. Mazemind Tome probably gonna be the next play here. Yeah, we definitely want to scry here to try to find another land, preferably a swamp or a red. Red would be pretty good. I wouldn't mind getting a Tectonic Giant down quickly. See what we got. Top of the deck. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Another Mazemind Tome. Too late to hit that stop. Dang it, I should have went into full control there. Yikes. Alright, well. Let's hope we top deck a land here. That hurts. That really hurts because we really needed to stomp that, and wish I would have got that stop there in time. I should have put it in full control so I didn't miss that. Got an Eidolon though with a Night Bonder. That's so strange. Alright, well, we did draw a second red source, so that's good. But I do think it's time to try to stomp, preferably. Get that out of the way, because that is going to make things a little awkward. They're going to be able to play things for cheap. Can't have that. Not allowing that kind of nonsense. Alright, we did draw another land, which allows us to sweep the board. Still haven't drawn anything that requires me to play with the swamp, but would still like to have it. There it is. Alright, we'll go ahead and play the Tectonic Giant here. And then we'll drop the Temple of Malice. Hopefully this doesn't get countered. Okay, so our opponent's not playing counters, or they just don't have it yet. Night Bonder, I would assume they would, but... Alright, so this has Flash Flying. Spells with converted mana cost 5, greater cost 1 less. So they're just trying to make their stuff really cheap. Which... Am I too scared about that? Not really, but flash things really make things a little weird for me. You gotta really be on your toes, even if you're trying to attack or something like that. You know, you don't want to run into a creature that flashes in or anything like that. So Flash does a lot of weird stuff, but countering is the most, like, that's the one thing I don't like, you know, getting countered. I think that's pretty much with everybody. Getting countered is probably one of the most maddening things that can happen to me. Alright, I think this next play we go Soul Sear here into the Thrix. And then hold up mana maybe? I don't know. We'll have 3 mana actually left over. Let's do 3 damage. I was gonna take the cards, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the 3 damage just because I know it's on top of my deck, so. Alright, let's try to Soul Sear here. It resolves, beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this down and get the Crystalline Giant out. Hopefully, hexproof. Trample. All right, we'll get 1 attack in. That's fine. We did lose all of our abilities, so we can't actually deal an additional 3 with the ability anymore because of the mystical subdual. But we'll still get the 1 damage in. Opponent's down to 4 cards in hand now. 3. They have hit every land, which is crazy. All right. Typically, like a flash deck, I don't think you'd want that many lands. You kind of want to draw answers after answers, but all right, we'll throw down another. Oh, actually, we're gonna throw this down first, and we'll throw down a Bonecrusher here because I do want to hit their hand right now because they only have the 2 cards, so could be pretty key for our opponent to actually do something with those cards. Hopefully they don't have like a, I don't know, like a Gadwick. That would really suck. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I feel like I played this person before. This is a very unique deck, and I think I played it not that long ago. Oh, Tectonic Giant copy, huh? Okay, well. That means it can't be swept. That's really kind of annoying, huh? Let's see if we can't find a removal spell for that. That's a land. No bueno. Not a removal spell for it, unfortunately. 2, 4, 6. Not enough land for that. Guess we'll go with another Tectonic Giant. And no attacks. So their Tectonic Giant's probably going to swing in here. It's a little unfortunate for us. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. All right, we're going to do this. We really got to find some removal spells. Bonecrusher doesn't help me out here very much, does it? I guess it does. We could double block here, actually. Yeah, let's double block here, and then we'll Bonecrusher it. Because you know they're going to swing. There's no way they're not going to swing, right? Alright, are they going to do what I did, or are they going to do 3 damage? Nope, they did what I did. Alright. Which creature are they? They're probably going to take the creature, huh? They're going to take the Slitherwisp? That's fine. They sure did. Okay. Slitherwisp. Dang it. Actually, I can wipe the board and Slitherwisp will go away. So we can actually still stick to the main plan here, which is to double block here. And then Bonecrusher whenever I get the opportunity here. Any shenanigans? Nope. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. You are out of here. Oh no, they get to do it again though. Shoot, I forgot about my own creature's ability. What's wrong with me? That's fine. Still worth it. They deal 3. Alright, beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and sweep the board. Keep my little 1/1s here. Just ping away at the damage. Ping away. 1 at a time. See what our opponent does here. Nothing. Okay. Keeping the door open for me. Alright, well, let's see here. I think I'm going to play this. Get into your hand. And I think I'm going to play this. Get some draws going. Set myself up for the future, you know? Make some small investments into the game. Some little investments. Get some hand advantage. Get to go into your hand. Seems like a good deal to me. My turn? Sure. I'm gonna guess it's a land in their hand though. Am I right? No, sweet, okay. We do get to attack their graveyard too, which is amazing. All right, we don't need that. We already have one in the bin that we can use soon. Right, 4 cards in the bin. All right, now that's a big giant. How are you gonna deal with that? These little Myers Grasp and Deadweights are not gonna cut it. All right, exile their graveyard, which is beautiful because I have a feeling they're running Luris, because I do think I've played this person before. So that's actually huge that we were able to do that. Ooh, let's go. Crystalline Giant. Menace, okay. And oh, GG's. I wasn't even paying attention to the health. Looks like we got a little bit of a GG going on here. All right, let's go, guys. GG. All right, that's the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I do appreciate it. If you hear the sound of my voice now, I can't thank you enough for your support and sticking through this entire video and watching me from beginning to end. It means the world to me, and it helps the algorithm so much. So thank you so much for that. And let's talk about the deck a little bit. We did actually end up losing against Mono Red, you guys saw. And I do think there's a lot of holes in this deck when it comes to faster decks. We don't have a lot of, obviously, like board wipes other than the destroy all non-giant creatures, but we only run 3 of, which is typically okay for board sweeps. But being that it's a 5 mana board sweep, we get beat to the punch, I think, with red on every time we go, you know, on the draw against it. And our removal spells are nice, but, you know, we'd have to curve out pretty solidly to get all these removal spells to work in our favor, to keep us alive long enough to do what we got to do. So as far as changes go, I would try to figure out a way to add some more removal spells. If I'm being completely honest, I think Boros Giants actually performed a little bit better. And I think it's, you know, squeezing in Kroxa is a lot of fun, but I don't know if it quite fits into the deck as much as I want it to fit in the deck. I don't know if it's quite ready for this deck. I think it honestly kind of slows the progression of the deck down quite a bit. It does end up doing some fun things. When we play tested it, we actually hit a Kroxa and, you know, got it back onto the battlefield, and it obviously does some really fun things. And then when you sweep the board and Kroxa's still alive, it's just, you know, icing on the cake. But I do think we're trying a little hard to squeeze Kroxa in here, so I don't think this deck actually even has to be Mardu. I think Boros was a little bit stronger, but I am really excited, like I said, for Kaldheim to come through, because Kaldheim has, you know, talked about different realms that they're bringing out, and one of the realms being all about giants, and the 2 types of giants being frost giants and fire giants. So I'm really excited to see what those do. But we could actually probably make a Jeskai version of this deck once that comes out, because of the Frost Giants being blue. I'm assuming they're going to be blue. I think I saw one card. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was blue. But yeah, this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on the deck, if you liked it, didn't like it, or some things you might change to it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But that's it for me, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for sticking around, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.